This is going to be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Triple Jeopardy match for the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship. In this contest, all three men will compete at the same time. There is no disqualification, no time limit, and falls count anywhere in the building. The man who scores the ball will become the United States Heavyweight Champion. Introducing first from the Bowery,
Got a pretty good dose of the rules that time. All three men at one time. The man who scores the pinfall will become U.S. Heavyweight Champion. And that means Diamond Dallas Page will be coming in as the U.S. Champ. Could stand by to see Raven pin Benoit and become U.S. Champ.
And you can tell it's Sunday. Lodi's got a tie on.
Let's go back to David Fincher once again.
Challenger number 2 is from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. He's the crippler, Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
Well, somebody could get triple in this match.
Yes, they could. Also, let's not forget what Pinder just told us. Pinfalls can count anywhere in the arena here in Mobile, Alabama. Truly a match fitted for the title and the event called Uncensored. And Mike and Brain, you both know that over the years this event has met some of the wildest matches ever.
And we would expect this to be among the wildest. Golden opportunity for the Canadian crippler Chris Benoit to gain that first major title in WCW.
And watch the reaction of DDP.
High five.
I tell you.
Your opponent from the Jersey Shore. He is the master of the Diamond Cutter and the WCW United States Heavyweight Champion, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page.
That explosion that we have heard many times during his entrance is loud and thunderous, but it's nothing like what the opponents feel in the grips of the Diamond Cutter. Young ladies watching on, fans standing up as one of the true greats in our sport, DDP.
I want to see what the rules are in this match. There are any.
You just heard from David Fincher, there are none.
But I ignore him.
Mickey J is the referee assigned, and he's got an unenviable task.
And the fact that there are no rules in this matchup would seem to be quite an advantage for Raven, who loves to participate in those Ravens rules, no disqualification matches. And this is a huge disadvantage for Diamond Dallas Page, because the champion loses the champion's advantage. He could lose that United States Heavyweight title here without getting pinned or without submitting.
Or without ever being in the ring.
Well, the old adage that Brain you brought up many times, and there's a great point right there, Mike, that as a champion, you don't have to beat them, they have to beat you. Does not apply here. Well, I don't think I've seen three men hook it up together one time, and there's a first right there. Triple, it's the triple neutral position, what it is. That's
Here. Again.
And Raven nailed Benoit, who nailed Diamond Dallas, who nailed Raven. Vicious circle going there. And I don't know. I would think the strategy would have to be, you would have to focus your attack on one man, one person, and hopefully, at the same time, avoid the other guy. This is very difficult.
It's going to be tough to do.
Diamond Dallas apparently has to watch his back. He's got to watch the back of his opponent. He don't want Benoit beating Raven. He don't want Raven beating Benoit.
Well,
He'll beat him then.
Pinfalls can count anywhere. Here they go. They're still hooked up, all three men.
What a trifecta.
It's almost like a rugby squad. Oh! Diamond Dallas, now this is what has to happen, you see. Benoit very smartly seeing that Page is the steel step. He can get some offense going without worrying about the third man. A cover, and he almost won the match right there.
But Dallas has to get up off that floor. His title's at stake here.
Sure is. In the ropes again. Back elbow once again. Here's a cover. This is great strategy employed by Benoit.
Well, how would you like to lose the title knowing you spent the last 5 minutes face down on the floor?
Benoit doing everything within his power to get this quick pinfall in the early going of this matchup, and now Page is back in the fray.
What he has done, he has been very successful in administering a lot of punishment. Raven's going to make, and Diamond Dallas, can you believe this? Diamond Dallas made a save.
He had to.
He had to make a save.
He's saving his title.
And you know, the hatred that we've seen with DDP and Raven, he really hated to make that save. to help out Raven any way at all, but in effect helping out himself. Here's a cover.
Well, there's a lot of history with Raven and Diamond Dallas, you know. Starting out together. Raven feels that Diamond Dallas turned his back on him. Diamond Dallas got the big break, the big push. Raven got nothing. The crybaby.
To the ropes, Raven hooking the leg of DDP. Benoit baseball slide, and it kicks Raven.
What a smart move by Page to get out of the way of the baseball slide. Oh, the slingshot cross-body block took out both men.
Now, if I was Page, I wouldn't have done that. That's too high risk. That's too dangerous. He's got more to lose than anybody in that match. I'd let him fight on the floor. I'd stay in the ring. Let those two fight each other and just direct traffic.
But if he stays in the ring and they're fighting out on the floor, pinfalls count anywhere.
That's right.
Here, right?
They count anywhere.
So he's going to have to be careful about that also.
Yeah, but not jump over the top rope and land on two men. Those two men move, it's over.
Diamond Dallas could retain the title, but no, he gets the 2 count here. The man who gets the pinfall, the man who gets the submission will become United States heavyweight champion in this matchup. Right now, there's another save because it was Benoit with lateral press on Raven.
And every member of the flock is at ringside, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
I would say that Raven has the advantage.
Well, one would think, but of course, look who he's facing. The Wolverine and the U.S. champ. And kick him with that one. DDP covers, and a save. Benoit pulls him off. Very bizarre rule for guys. I like this.
The non-stop action, that's for sure.
That's exactly what we've got here.
Tony, reminds me of your cousin's wedding you were telling me about.
It certainly does. Up on top, except no one dressed in jeans.
Up on top!
That time, cover 1-2, and an elbow. DDP makes a save.
Thought Benoit was going for the diving headbutt. Instead, he came down with a big splash off the top rope.
And Diamond Dallas, you can see with 3 men, with non-stop action, how much of a toll it takes on these athletes in a shorter span here. 1, 2, but the foot was on the rope anyway that time. Raven reached in to try to make a save, didn't need one. Their bodies everywhere here, guys.
It's so hard to stay alert when you're taking the pounding they're taking, and you got to worry about 2 other guys, what they're doing.
Benoit sending DDP outside. Benoit follows with him. They're on the floor. Here comes Raven. Raven lands on both men.
Didn't care. Just dove over the top. He hits something, he hits it.
Yeah, it's amazing the risk these athletes will take to win a major title. Here's a cover on the floor, and did he get him or not?
Just 2. Benoit got the shoulder up.
It's a move now. Raven's going to try to pin DDP.
Sure, why not?
That's right. 1, 2, and it's Benoit who makes the save. How about this? You really cannot rest. Even though you may be hurting, even though you may be smarting at the hands of an opponent, you got to get up because you may have to make a save. Here's a cover on the floor. 1, 2. It's Page getting up. Once again, we will tell you, as we've said so many times in this telecast thus far, pinfalls count anywhere. Again, to the steal.
And you know the history of all 3 of them. They like to go out into the crowd. They like to go in the halls out back.
This is their type of matchup. You know, Raven's rules means anything goes. Benoit just doesn't care. And we've seen Diamond Dallas. As a matter of fact, I think it was last year in this event against the Macho Man Randy Savage, where pinfalls counted anywhere. Do you remember that?
Cover here by Raven, and Benoit pulls him off. Yeah, just think of the physical rivalry. Cover by Benoit, and Page pulls him off. Think of what DDP has been through over the course of the past year. Those physical, brutal rivalries with Randy Savage and Curt Hennig, and now Benoit and Raven.
That time he ducked his shoulders. Down goes Raven. Now Benoit gets leveled by DDP. And the fighting right out near the entranceway, right now near our broadcast location.
You need to have eyes in the back of your head in this match to succeed.
Now you need Duggan's 2x4.
Raven took a right-hand turn that time as Benoit.
And a trash can, Tony.
He's got it. He tries it for Benoit. Got him in the gut, and that enables. Look at this. DDP.
His arms are pinned. Like a marching band.
Here's the cover. Benoit says absolutely not. It's going to be me. 1, 2. Page says forget about it.
Put the trash back in the can.
1, 2, and it was the crutch in the kidney area of Diamond Dallas Page.
And you talk about Page taking the beating he's taken over the year. He hasn't been healthy for over a year. The man has not been 100% for a long time. And he won't be after this.
Safety rail near the back of the arena here. This is broken down into a wild one. A Katie bar the door type matchup. And once again, right where the crutch was, right on the lower back, kidney areas. Very much the Ravens rules type